Hello everybody. This is Henry Tenby in Vancouver. We're live. This is Airliners Live, pop-up show. And I'd like to welcome you all to the show today.
Yes, we had 91 when I was born.
C-Series rolling out. See, we're foggy here. Well, it's not fog. Actually, we've got heavy smoke here in Vancouver, guys. We've got heavy smoke. It's actually crystal clear. It's clear as a bell, believe it or not. So, hello, Sue Major. We've got Rob Wilson, Paul Davies, Matt Smith. Yes, Thompson River Rail fan. That is a Bombardier C-Series. I agree. I don't like to call it the A220. Hello, Brazil, from the Aviation fan page of Brazil. Vista Light 1972, Laura Baker, Chris Scapulu, hello, hope you're doing well. Pauline B, Jane Chu, good to see you guys here. I know it's late in the UK, and but yeah, we're starting our show a little bit early. Our scheduled start time was 3 o'clock. I'll just give me 1 second, guys. Stand by one, as we say. Yeah, just hang on a second, guys. How is everybody doing? Well. My name is Henry Tenby. If you're joining us for the first time, this is the live stream at YVR, Vancouver International Airport. And it's a lovely day, another lovely day here in Vancouver. We're very grateful and blessed. And what can I tell you? It's going to be a nice show today, I think. We're on the arrivals side of runway 26 right. We're on the north side, and the aircraft are landing behind me, taking off on 26 left on the other side of the field. Our clear weather still persists here in Vancouver. On the radio, as I was driving in this evening to do our show, the weather forecast had indicated that we've actually only received 10 millimeters of precipitation between July and October. So our normal is 200 millimeters of precipitation. So we're at, what's that, 1/20th. And the news articles on the radio are that the farmers and the apple growers, anybody involved in agriculture here in British Columbia is having a tough time. And there's a lot to be said for recycling rainwater and other water sources that are able to be recycled. So that's important. And although it's nice for our streams, of course, we have to contend with some of the issues ourselves right here, in that we have forest fires burning, not obviously right here in the Lower Mainland, but the wind is bringing the smoke into the Lower Mainland, and we actually have a bit of a brown sky here. And when I drove in and I looked back towards the mountains, I could not see the mountains. So the mountains, the North Shore Mountains, they're completely obliterated today. I can't see them. You wouldn't know that they were there unless you knew otherwise. So it is clear. I mean, if you look straight up, the sky is completely blue. There's not a cloud in the sky. This is all particulate matter that's atmospherically blocking off the sun, so to a certain extent anyhow. So our view, of course, is due south, and as you can see, there's a lot of, I'll show you when I get behind the camera, there's a lot of particulate matter hanging in the air, and you can actually see some rolling cloud banks, which you'll see in the trees in the far distance there. I'll highlight that for you guys. So I think we're going to have our normal arrivals. I'll be on my Flight Radar 24 watching. If you guys see anything that I've missed, of course, put it in the chat. That'll be much appreciated. I'll watch the chat. And we're here for about another 3 hours. So barring any unforeseen technical issues, I'm here. If we lose the signal, don't go away. We'll start it back up. So I'm here for the next 3 hours with you guys. That's the plan. Our daylight is bleeding off at a rate of about 20 to 25 minutes per week. So sunset today is 25 minutes earlier than it was on our show this time last week. So I'll push till 6 p.m. Hope we can get it all in. Hope I can get the Convair arrivals, the Convair 580s. That would be very, very nice. And hopefully we'll get some heavies as well. And yeah, so there we go, guys. It's good to see you all. I'm glad you're all hanging out with me for a nice, relaxing session of runway therapy. This is my runway therapy, actually. It's my chance just to be here with zero stress, hanging out with you guys, relaxing, watching the action together. So thank you for joining me. Do appreciate it. And I'll now get myself comfortable behind the camera. I'll strap myself in and bear with me. I'll be with you guys in a second. So hang on, guys. I'm here, guys. I'm just getting my myself, strapped in here, putting my vest on and putting the headphones on. So hang on one second, guys. There we go. Can you guys hear me well? Yeah, thank you, Sue. Yeah, it is therapy. Air North arriving in a few minutes. Thanks, Thompson River. Let's have a look here. We have a Dash 8 Q400 on short finals, although, yeah, he's not visible just because of the smoke. But what we'll do is we'll turn the radio on here.
230 degree heading, wind 240 at 5 from Delta 7. Clear takeoff, runway 26 left. 500 feet, turn to 230, clear to takeoff 26 left, United 1230.
Yeah, so United's taking off for San Francisco. That's 2:30 on the other side. And we've also, as I say, we've got a Dash 8, which is coming up here, guys. So hello, Daniel Bashner, Alan Dodge, joining us from Layton, Utah.
Canada 122 heavy tower, Delta 7, line up runway 26 left.
Alan Rutherford.
I just switched over, that was Air Canada 122, clear to left, 26 left at Delta 7. Affirmative, Air Canada 122 heavy, Delta 7, line up runway 26 left.
Let's have a look.
Delta 7, clear to line up 26 left, Air Canada 122.
There we go, there's that. You can see the smoke build up there, guys.
Westjet 118, ground dock, sorry, links just passing behind, push back your discretion.
Can you guys hear the radio well?
Links, Westjet 118.
So yeah, this is a Q400 landing right here on runway 26 right. You guys can definitely see the smoke there hanging. This is a Westjet Encore.
Canada, Encore 8986, push to start 25. Encore 8986, ground, push back your discretion. Our discretion, Encore 8986.
Nice spoilers up. A little bit of wing wobble for us to start the show.
Canada 122 heavy tower, contact departure wind airborne, wind 2405 from Delta 7, clear takeoff, runway 26 left.
Okay, guys.
Takeoff 26 left, Air Canada 122, thanks.
So we've got a departure here right now. It's Air Canada 122. He's turning on to the active. I can see on flight radar. It's a 787 heading to Toronto. So let's just wait and see what this looks like. I'm just curious myself. Whatever happened to Ward Air? Asks Sandra Still. Ward Air was purchased by Pacific Western Airlines. It was merged into Canadian Airlines International in 1987. And as a result, Max Ward, he's paid $500 million, which was incredible. I'll talk about that in a second. Tony Parkinson, thank you so much for the 10-pound donation, Tony. Mega kind of you. We appreciate that support. Yeah, I'll talk. I used to live on East Hastings, West Creek. No, on East Hastings. Okay. Yeah, guys, look at that. We've got some serious smoke. Isn't that incredible? You guys know what this normally looks, right? We can read the registrations off these aircraft.
Airline 549 Vancouver Tower.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah. So we got another 26 left landing, actually. Oh, sorry, guys. looking for an airplane here in the fog. There it is. Yeah, it was. I couldn't see it. I'm going to get some experience under my belt here with these conditions. So bear with me while I get used to spotting the aircraft through the murk here. This is a Westjet 737-600. It looks like. Isn't it? It's different, isn't it? Different. So there's a. That's the one that just landed ahead of us. And let me just check my flight radar. And again, you guys feel free to help me out. Just let me know what's coming up if I haven't mentioned it. That would be awesome. Jane, thank you very much for the £5 donation. Jane Chu, thank you so much. It's serious smoke, isn't it, guys? Jillian Clow, if that's the correct pronunciation. Welcome to our show. Yeah, Susie. Yeah, they are wildfires. This is forest fire smoke that is bringing particulate matter into the lower mainland here. So I do hear an aircraft on the roll. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. But we do have Air North landing on the other side, guys, unfortunately. So I'll catch them on the rollout. So Kuro, the temperature is 18 degrees.
170, stand by. I got about 3 guys go behind you here. I'll get back to you in a few minutes.
It's about 18 degrees Celsius here in Vancouver today. It's comfortable. I'm in short sleeve shirt. So Frank Rosa is joining us from Pearson Airport. You're loading airplanes with Air Canada. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're able to speak. There you go. Speak of the devil. Got an Air Canada Max taxing out here. And again, you guys that are regulars know how clear this is usually, right?
Canada 218, taxi by Juliet Hotel, hold short Delta. Juliet Hotel, hold short Delta, Air Canada 218.
This is Air Canada, which one is this guy? 218, going to Calgary. That's him. That is him, guys.
South 121, contact departure airborne from Delta 7 for takeoff from DC.
Hi, John. John Fezes here. We've got another lander, so I'll just pull the camera around.
I turn left on Delta and then right on runway 31. I'll up for you on 31. Left on Delta, right on 31. Air Canada 218, you'll be in front of the Westjet off your way. Continue Hotel Delta, Delta 7. Hotel Delta, Delta 7.
So Westjet 37. Landing in the new colors.
986 ground runway 26 left altimeter 3022 taxi by Juliet, Lima Juliet, hold short hotel. That's Lima Juliet, hold short hotel on 4896. That's correct. Continue the outside route today, Hotel Delta Echo. Hotel Delta Echo, Westjet 449.
There's our Air North guys on the rollout. On the rollout, yes. Serious smoke here in Vancouver. I'm kind of hoping that the wind would pick up. We've got another takeoff there. Yeah, it's
Lima, give way to him. They'll turn on to Juliet in front of you.
A lot of murk there, guys.
170, push for 20 at your discretion.
There we go. And we've got another aircraft setting up for landing here. I'll just try and see what that is. Saskatoon inbound, Westjet 689. So he's going to be landing shortly. So I'll move the camera around. So it's not hard to breathe. No, actually, I mean, I've got asthma, and so I am sensitive to this. But thank goodness I'm not having any challenges at this point in time. And I do have puffer, but yeah, so far so good. So far so good. So this guy's inbound from Saskabush, Westjet. So it's different to observe the. That's what makes it fun, right? We're able to see all different kinds of weather conditions on these shows.
Heading 230 to balance and change. Hey, landing away to left. 30 down. Control 8, Rebecca is correct. You stay with me for now. There's a 1900 about mile and a half up the end, running straight up. Take the turn as soon as you wish. Remember 7 for takeoff. Hey, take the ball.
I'm maybe thinking that as we get towards sunset, our light values will improve and the smoke might go away or decrease. We'll have to see, right? We'll just have to play it by ear, guys. So, yes, this is a live video. If you're watching right this moment, it is live. Again, this is Airliners Live channel, and my name is Henry Tenby, and we're reporting from YVR. So we've got Westjet 118 heading to Calgary on the south side. He's we'll watch for him, guys. We'll watch for him. There we go, guys. Yeah, Tony, I'm looking forward to a snow show. Definitely. That would be a lot of fun. So. We're supposed to reach a 2 helicopter lifting off, going towards Terranova, climb to 500 feet. Yeah, Mrs. Airliners Live. There's a breeze here, believe it or not. So I'm going to say, because we're right on the ocean, this is about the best air in the city of Vancouver, believe it or not, at this moment. So, yeah, he's gone. He's into the Merc. So, you know, this is probably better than the air in front of my house. So, and just because there is a bit of a wind, which I can feel, I'm okay. I haven't started wheezing or coughing, so hopefully I won't. I'm feeling good, so I've got my mask as well to cut this down if necessary. We've got an American Airlines coming out, guys. If you miss the reverse of Delta 1, you may as well just... Here comes American Airlines. I thought I... Yeah, there he is. He's heading to Dallas Fort Worth. That's the American Airlines 1415. Yeah, it's definitely interesting atmospherics, guys, isn't it? Oops. Let's kind of follow this guy in. There we go. Yeah, I'm heading to Dallas. But yeah, snow show would definitely be a lot of fun, because I'd have to definitely come early to the filming location to set up and, you know, to account for road traffic and slushy roads and whatnot. But it would be a lot of fun. Our footage, I think, would be fantastic as well. Let me just zoom in tight to see if that looks any different. No, not really. Not really. Yeah, so this guy's heading to Dallas. Dallas Fort Worth Airport. 301. If you miss Echo, you can do that reverse turn on the Delta 1 and contact ground on 12171. Reverse turn on Delta 1 for Cargojet. Over. Yeah, as I say, for the regulars watching our show, you guys know how clear it usually is here. So, definitely. So who else have we got here? Well, Tony Parkinson. Yeah, I can imagine Manchester would definitely be gorgeous and beautiful in snow. Hello, Ronnie Middlehurst. AL asks if a chopper is taking off. Yeah, I kind of hear it. I do hear that. I think I would agree that there's a helicopter buzzing around somewhere. I don't see it. Will we ever go to Toronto Pearson and do a live show? Well, I won't say never, but there are terrific logistics involved in terms of hauling all our equipment there. There's the cost. There's full airline flights and definitely high travel costs and hotel costs and car rental. So there's logistic and financial considerations that would make it quite prohibitive. But I won't say never. I just won't say never. But it's not likely in the short term anyhow. So not to say that I wouldn't like to do it. Yes, Frank, I am the guy from Jetflix. My channel here on YouTube is Jetflix TV, or at Jetflix. I actually started my YouTube channel more than 10 years ago, I believe. Might have been 15 years ago. So, and Jetflix is we got a climber. Look at that. Ooh, into the murk. Isn't that amazing? There's not a cloud in the sky. Not a single cloud in the sky, and that is just particulate matter, actually. Yeah, I'm a fan of classic airliners, vintage jets and vintage props. Oh, and we've got a lander. We've got a lander, guys. We have a lander. Looks like a Q400 to my eyes. We'll just get it set up here for us. And it's inbound from Victoria. It's the Air Canada 8160. There it is. Yeah, filming on this side of the runways, we're okay. I mean, obviously we're able to see the aircraft sufficiently enough for a decent view. So this is the other side, right? When we get the compression through all the particulate matter, it makes it a little bit well, it makes it difficult, but certainly on this side we're all cool. Spoilers up. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Our viewers in the UK, it's kind of late for you guys. I know it's pushing bedtime unless you're pulling a night shift, which some of you are. But those of you that aren't pulling night shifts, thank you so much for being here and supporting the stream. We really appreciate it. And I think we've got some new viewers as well, people from here in Vancouver and other points west, I'll say, that don't generally get to view our shows just because of the time zone structure of them. So thank you very much. We do appreciate that. Oh, we've got another lander, guys. I'll slowly... It's a CRJ. It's a CRJ in from Denver, of all places. Air Canada Jazz. There he is. Let's go tight. Yep. Long body.
Jazz 160, short hotel for gate 34. Jazz 160, text by Hotel Lima to the airport. Hotel Lima to the airport, Jazz 160.
Let's go have a look at the flight deck. Let her roll out. We'll get the Reggie. There we are. It's kind of a long airplane, isn't it? He's going to make the short taxiway here. Good for him. Good for him. That makes life easy. Andrew Dugan, what do I do for work? I do aviation, basically. I've been involved in aviation digital businesses since '99. I operate the airlineslides.com auction website. I operate jetflix.tv, which is a all aviation streaming service. And we have an app as well, Jetflix TV app. And I operate aircraftdisplaymodels.com. And yeah, all of the above. And I am now a very proud member of the Airliners Live team, flying the flag for Airliners Live here in Vancouver. So yeah, all of my aviation digital business interests are an extension of my hobby. So that's what I do. That is what I do, and I'm very grateful and appreciative that I've been able to do that. It's not been easy, but it has been fun. Has been fun for sure, guys. Oh, hang on. We've got somebody holding here. Who's that in the Merc? Is that United? Yeah. That is United. So United, he's holding for the CRJ to clear the taxiway. And this United is heading to Denver as the United 109. Wide awake from Vancouver. Welcome to our channel. We have Carwyn Davies here. Thank you very much for joining us. And cold in Ontario. Okay, well, yeah, I saw we had somebody from Melbourne. Big Al's playing. Right on. And Andy tells me that we have the Lufty 747 coming in soon. Yikes! Yikes! That'll be mega interesting. So thank you guys for keeping me in the loop. I really appreciate that. Definitely. Esta says, love the Tuesday streams. Oh, I appreciate that. Always good to be soaking up the action here with you guys. Oh, look who just pushed back right in front of us, guys. Our old friend. Delhi Special. Our Delhi Special. Why is it so smoky? Well, there's a lot of forest fires in British Columbia, and we haven't had precipitation in about 6 months. So, forest fires, no precipitation means, it's just a lot of smoke. Because the forest fire smoke is carried by the atmosphere to Vancouver. That's the way it works. That's a helicopter. That's a helicopter. S-76 of local operator. Helijet, that's right. So yeah, so this guy's heading to United. United. He is United. He's heading to Denver, thickhead, as the United 109. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So they're gonna they've disconnected him. I guess he's gonna taxi off stand momentarily. Will I be streaming all winter? I sure hope so. I'm looking forward to it, actually. I'm really looking forward to it. Not when it's lashing down with rain, but, cold weather, clear skies, even snow, frost, unlimited visibility. I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you for asking that question, Red Eye. That's a good one. So, Jane Chu says, it sounds like some insomnia, which that's okay. At least we've got Airliners Live to keep you entertained through that insomnia, which we all tend to get now and again. Mrs. Airliners Live is also wide awake from a smoky Vancouver, curious to see how things are going here, I guess. And we've got Peter Lee from Sydney, Australia. Nice morning in Sydney. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I heard you guys had tons of rain, so I'm thrilled to hear that. It's beautiful in Sydney. We've got Peter Carroll from Melbourne, and who else have we got here? Carwyn Davies says the India's departing to New Delhi. I'm thinking this weather that we have is probably not too different than Delhi, just because it's so smoky, right? So, and I know that's a problem they have to contend with in Delhi. Red Eye, thank you very much for your premium economy sign up. Welcome to Premium Economy, Red Eye. So, that's awesome. So Tony Parkinson tells me the 747 is 6 minutes out. Then we got a triple in 11 minutes. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. And Not Nixie says the same thing.
109, continue taxi by Juliet Hotel, Delta, Delta 7. Juliet Hotel, Delta, Delta 7 for runway 26 left. Into 109. Thanks, 18-7 Delta in.
Yeah, so the bonus shows, I tend to do these on Tuesday nights. But as I explained earlier, our weather, or I should say our sunset is creeping earlier and earlier by about 20 minutes a week. So it doesn't matter. In the thick of winter, I'll just start these shows earlier, and instead of going until 6 o'clock, we may go from 1:30 till 3:30 or something like that. So, and of course we've got our Larryburg Park location for weekends as well, guys. So we've got lots of choice for our bonus show. Philbo 6668, thank you very much, Philbo, for the £4.49 donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. And Big Al's Playing says, yeah, it's beautiful in Melbourne. Yeah, you had so much rain, it destroyed some of the roads. Oof. Yeah, it's bad. Bad. But it's funny how the environment is, right? It's maybe not lack of rain, it's just where is it? It's putting it in the wrong place at the wrong time, and too much of it all at once, or not enough. So it's just about the distribution. Yeah, the environment's a funny thing, no matter how you slice it. So Lufthansa's number 3. Thank you, Matt. We've got a Dash 8, I think, right here landing. So yeah, I'll slowly bring the camera around because Air India, I think, is going to be a little bit of... He's not going to roar off his stand super quick. So let's get this Dash 8. That's going to be alighting before us. It's kind of right there, center's frame. And it's coming from Comox Valley. Of course, CFB Comox is in Comox. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that a neat skyline? Kind of different. Gives you a good sense of the smoke today. I'll keep it pulled back just for the perspective for you guys. Let them roll out. And then I'll hold on the Air India, which is kind of now moving. Wow. I thought I saw some special paint job on this. It's not very visible, but there's some kind of mural on the side of the airplane there. I'll let it just pan. Gosh, it's hard to read. Maybe you guys can read it on your TVs better than me. But yeah, there's some kind of interesting mural on the side of the airplane. So I'm sure we'll get to see it another time in better weather conditions. We'll just be patient. That's cool. Battery check, 44%. So we're kind of okay. And Esta says, I've been a member of Airliners Live for the past 15 months. It only feels like yesterday I joined up. Time flies when you're having fun. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Esta, for your support. And it's great to see you here in these shows. That is fantastic. So, how are you doing, Sharon? I think we're all well. We've got another Q400 landing here on 26 right. Slowly I'll bring the camera around, and there it is. This guy is in from Kelowna. It's the Air Canada 8277. Right there. Landing on 26 right. Let him roll out.
Good afternoon. India 186 Heavy, good afternoon. Taxi by Juliet Hotel, Delta, Delta 7. Can you say again after the bus, India 186? After Hotel, Delta, Delta 7.
It's Air India on the radio.
Delta 7, and request full length departure, India 1.
It's Air India, guys.
India 186, Delta 9 approved.
So Frank asked, will I put any more Canadian Airlines International videos on Jetflix? I've been a member for 3 years. Frank, I wish I could, but I don't have any more footage. I don't have any more old videotapes from Canadian Airlines International. I wish I did. I don't, though. You know, it's amazing. Such a large airline was based here in Vancouver, and all their stuff, who knows where it went, right? I have the rights to it. Air Canada has given me those rights to share that old material, but I need to find it. But yeah, I wish I had more old Canadian Airlines. But I will tell you what I'm working on. I'm working on a mini-series from my North Korea trip in 2015, and I think I've got about 6 shows already fully ready, and I've got about another 3 to do, and then the whole 2015 trip will be a here guys, here it is. Here it is. There she is. There she is. I'm not going to talk because I'm going to be recording this, guys. That was something, guys. Yeah, Lufthansa, beautiful, beautiful stuff. On short finals, not short finals, on, well, long finals, we've got Montreal inbound. It's the Air Canada 305. It's a MAX. We'll let the Lufthansa make the turn there in the right where it's backlit, and then I'll follow it in. Well, we can. I think we're probably okay to watch this.
Mike Zulu, ground runway 26 left, altimeter 3022, taxi Alpha Charlie.
Yeah, I think I'll stay on the Lufthansa. We've seen a lot of Maxes, but Lufthansas aren't that common, are they? They're to be savored. So Air India is going to be rolling, guys. Rolling.
Are you ready?
I wonder if they got lost.
Air India 186 tower.
Okay, so Air India's on the roll, folks. Let's just see if they present. We'll hold the camera kind of about there. Yeah, that was cool, guys, wasn't it? Even iTrapper's here. Hi, iTrapper. Nice to see you here. Awesome to see iTrapper here. Too bad you're not standing beside me, but I'll look forward to seeing you in person sooner or later. It's always good to see you here. Awesome. Carwin Davey says there's a 767 Cargojet from Narita, 60 miles out. And I'm watching for Air India to bust a move. No, he hasn't actually made the turn yet. The Cargojet, we've got Philippine Airlines in from Manila. He's not far out, and I'm going to be looking for him on the approach here. He's coming in on this. I just got his landing lights. Yikes! Yikes! Yeah. So Philippine Airlines is awesome. Yeah. So Lufthansa 747 is Queen, not King. Okay. Absolutely. And Mike Perdomo, good evening. We're all doing well. Okay, good to have you here, Mike. Thank you for joining us. Let's get Philippine Airlines. Most important. We don't want to miss this beauty.
Yeah, 34 traffic on the roll now. Clear to land only 26 left. Clear to land 26 left, guys. 34.
Air India is like, I can see him, but he is so far off in the murk. Yeah, I've actually lost him, guys. I lost him. He's just he's gone AWOL in the murk. So we'll follow Philippine in then. Why not, right? So Dan Bond, member for 8 months. I can't believe how quick these milestones come up. Keep up all the good work. From the mods, Matt, Henry, Fezza, Andy, Martin, all superb. Keep it up. Well, thank you very much. We all are very happy to have all of you guys here. Thank you all for the support. Thank you very much, Dan Bond, for your 8 months membership. That is great. Thank you so much. So I'm just going to check the flight radar. My battery is at 34%, just so we know. We've got another Air Canada Max. It's the Air Canada 555 from Los Angeles. It'll be landing shortly, right here in front of us. I do see the landing lights. We'll pan in the Philippine here. Ooh, look at that. Super smoky. I think I'll move the camera around for our Max. So hang on, guys.
Taxi via runway 31 and Lima to the
Here's our Max setting up. There it is. Looking good.
Mike Zulu, contact departure when airborne from Charlie for takeoff, number 26 off to you.
Inbound from Los Angeles.
Discretion, traffic is at Q400 entering at Lima for gate 38.
transition to Philippine. As he makes his way to the gate. They've had a long flight, these guys. Yeah, there was some interesting wonky smoke on the front nose gear of the Lufthansa 747. I think Flytrapper saw it. I kind of wasn't sure what I was seeing there. I thought I saw that on the, on my small screen here, but that was different, wasn't it? Don't know what that was. Why there would be smoke on, and that was, as he was taxiing towards the gate. So, yeah, thank you, Cute Seal, for the heads up on this Air Canada. And yeah, Air India did take off. It was lost in the murk. I wonder if I try to open up the camera shutter just half a stop. Yeah, it makes a bit of it. Might be a bit better. I'll give that a try. If it's too washed out, guys, on your screens, let me know. I've just opened the camera by one stop. So, yeah, just let me know if it's too washed out. And I can just stop it down again, no problem. And we've got a Q400 landing, so we can get that. Where is it? I thought I saw, yeah, there it is. There's Air Canada Jazz. We're at 31% on the battery, so we're not critical. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I was looking for the Air India. That's correct. But then I had the camera on the Philippine, or was it the Lufthansa? It was on one of the other aircraft, and I just kind of missed it, if you will. So he's going to taxi into his gate right there. Hello, Farang Travels. So Matt Johnson says, I wish to plane spot at Vancouver one day. Currently I'm in school, so I don't have money to go. Well, one day you'll make it out here for sure. The airport will still be here waiting for you, so you'll make it here. I remember when I was your age, and I too couldn't wait to come out and plane spot. I found school boring, actually. I shouldn't say that, but it is true. I couldn't wait to become an adult instead of having to do that darn homework. So we've got a Westjet 715 inbound from Toronto. So we're going to go get it right now. It's right there. I can see the landing light. I think you guys can too. It's kind of right there in the center. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of school. It was more of an obligation. My report card said Henry's he has too much interested in his hobbies than schoolwork. Henry shows too much interest in stamps and coins and photography. That's beautiful. Beautiful rollout, guys. Ooh, that's actually looking good. Looking really nice. Buckets. My favorite thing about high school, I was in the Model Rocket Club. I enjoyed that. I was in the Stamp Club. That was good. But yeah. And there we go, guys. So what's happening over at Philippine Airlines? I think they're probably going to start doing their cargo unloading. So let's just have a quick peekaboo how they're doing. Oh, we've got a CRJ being dragged over to the other side. And yeah, let's have a look at it. There's Philippine. They'll be opening up the rear cargo doors any second, guys. So, what else have we got happening here? Yeah, Owen asks, is the camera overexposed? Yes, it is. I've opened up the camera just because it's so much smoke. So, it's a trade-off, right? I can stop it down by half a stop, and then, I don't know, kind of up to you. So, have a look, guys. Let's have a look. This is, I've opened it by one stop. Now, it'll get a bit darker. So, I can go with stop down. Doesn't matter, right? It's almost 6 of one, 1/2 dozen of the other. There's pros and cons. So we'll go with it at right on the 0 instead of, instead of having it a half stop open or a third stop open. So, Turkish 777 is in 30 minutes. John says, thank you for the heads up on that, John. Always like to see that. Lawrence says, I really want to come to Canada. I pray God to help you. Well, hopefully you can come here one day. It's a great place to visit. And we have a lot of different variety in our climate here in Canada. Of course, most immigrants either come to Vancouver or Toronto. I think more even come to Toronto than Vancouver. So, what subjects did I study in school? Asks Andy. Well, in high school, I did sciences because I thought I was going to go into engineering. So, maths and all the science stuff, because I wanted to become an aeronautical engineer. So I did get into UBC, pre-engineering, first year science, but I failed out miserably. So UBC forced me to, they booted me out of the university after my first year. That was 82, 83. So I realized that, sciences weren't for me, and I'd have to go into the management operations side of aviation. So I enrolled at the University of North Dakota in Grand Forks. They had a 4-year bachelor degree in aviation management, airport administration, and I took that 4-year degree and I did really well scholastically, academically. I made the honor roll, and part of that degree required me to get my pilot's license, my private pilot's license. So when I finished with that in '87, I then went and got my MBA at UC Irvine in California. So I've put my time in at the schools, and we've got a taxi out, guys. And it's a Max. There it is. Let's see where this guy is going to. He's going to Mexico. Air Canada 996 to Mexico. So, yeah, that was a runway inspection that we just saw. And Lufthansa A340 is coming in 1 hour from Munich. Thank you, Carwin Davies. That's cool.
Continue after landing. If you miss the reverse at top 1, just as well to roll Lima 2.
Batteries at 24%. So Esther Leacock says Max Heavy YVR. And what else can I tell you guys? What else? Okay, Andy says darker is nicer. He prefers the stop at like this. So I'll just leave it right there. So it's at 0, plus and minus 0. So we'll leave it like that for the time being, guys. Just if you want to change, just give me your opinion. Somebody's taking off. So, it's Air North. He's heading to Kelowna. It's the Air North 549 to Kelowna. So we don't have anything on the approach. So I'll just kind of hold the camera right about here and see if we can catch him.
Sector 84, traffic on the roll, 12805, for the land runway 26 left.
Cute Seal says Cargojet is inbound from Narita. Oh, so, is it normal for Canadians to study in the U.S.? No, actually it's not, just because generally speaking it costs a great bloody fortune if you're out of state, and Canadians can't afford it. But I had won my green card in the immigration lottery in '87, so I was able to move to California as a California resident and apply to university in California at the residential rate. There's the Air North. So we'll see if we can get it tight. Yeah, so it was affordable because I was in state. And then for North Dakota, because of their aviation program, North Dakota had a reciprocity thing with Canada. They wanted Canadian students to come to the university because it's a very cold place. And I guess they had trouble attracting students from the other U.S. states. So for whatever reason, at the time in the 1980s, the University of North Dakota gave Canadians a kind of like an in-state rate, if you will, an incentive for Canadians to come and study at UND. I see the 767 landing on the other side from Narita. It's just going to roll out, so we'll wait for him on the rollout right here. But I did see it, guys. I didn't not see it. Yeah, so that's how I ended up going to University of North Dakota. And because I failed out at first year science here at UBC, they accepted me on probation. And that was very kind of them. And I excelled because it was something I enjoyed. I was very interested in aviation. I wasn't interested in engineering. I was interested in aircraft operations and airport operations and financial matters, and I did okay. So there you go. That's kind of that story in a nutshell, guys. Yeah, Canadians do attend U.S. University on scholarships. There were a lot of Canadian hockey players at the University of North Dakota, and they had scholarships because Canadians tend to be focusing on hockey as a sport, so we get a lot of good Canadian hockey players that are homegrown, and U.S. universities want them. So there were a lot of Canadian hockey players on like full scholarships in Grand Forks. I knew some of them. Some of them were living in my dorm, and but I can't tell you any of the names. Unfortunately, too long ago, right? I graduated from UND in, when was it? In '87, so May of '87. It's a few months ago. We've got an Embraer, Delta Airlines taxiing out. We'll figure out where he's going in a second. Could be Seattle. Could be Seattle. So this guy's heading to Seattle. Delta Airlines 3962. So I nailed it. Got that one right. So yeah, off to Seattle. And there you have it, guys. Okay, Esther says a lot of Canadian basketball players also attend universities as a step to the NBA. I can believe that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, today, I'm thinking it's going to get dark maybe around 6:20. And hopefully we'll be able to just have our show right to 6 o'clock at least. So battery's at 19%, guys, so probably in the next 5 minutes I'll probably want to change the battery. We'll just kind of watch it very closely now. here. I hear something powering up. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Oh, it is. It's an Air Canada Max heading to Mexico City at 996. Let's see if we can catch it. Right here. Again, battery is at 19%. So, Kevin D gifted 10 Airliners Live memberships. Kevin, thank you very much for your support, Kevin. Very, very generous of you. Thank you again, Kevin.
That's fine. Hold short of Lima.
There it is.
You said 87?
Off he goes. Gear up. Up into the Merc. And here's our Narita inbound that one of you guys had mentioned, the Cargojet. Right there. That's the Cargojet right there. Yeah, again, Kevin, thank you so much for gifting the 10 Airliners Live memberships. Yeah, I second that emotion. Top stuff, Kevin. 18% on the battery, guys. 18%.
Follow the Air Canada 321, continue Delta. Follow the Air Canada, continue Delta, Cargojet.
Yeah, so someone says it says YVR is cloudy, not smoky. I can assure you, it's smoke. So, maybe, yeah. Maybe it's a mixture of cloud and smoke. Could that be possible? Brian McDonald said, I was just gifted 1 month of membership. Thank you. Oh, that's great to hear. That is great to hear. And, okay, it's a good question. It's a good question, guys. Somebody asked, does the air smell smoky? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe, but it's brown. That's the issue, right? I see brown. Usually cloud isn't brown. So I'm going to say, although I don't smell smoke right where I'm standing, my eyes see brown, and that's usually indicative of smoke. So I'm going to have to say that it's smoke and cloud combo. So, guys, the battery's at 16%. So you know what? We don't have anything pending on immediate arrivals. I think this is a pretty good time to do our battery change. So let me just get my act together, get the battery out, and we're going to do it now just because it's kind of the smart time to do it. So bear with me for a second. I'll do a countdown.
3022 taxi Lima.
We'll do a countdown, and we'll do our battery change and just be done with it. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hi. After our battery change, so we're at 100%, which is good stuff. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. I'll just lock the camera onto the tripod. And there we go. That was good. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we did that because it was it was the time to do it for sure, guys. So everything all good? Can you guys see it? Is the camera connection back on? Is everything? Are you seeing and hearing me? Philbo says impressive speed. So okay, sky looks weird. So. Let's have a look here. What's going on?
Sky 3962, go to departure airborne from Delta 7. Clear takeoff from 26 left here. Clear takeoff down Delta 7, 26 left and departure airborne 36.
That's Delta.
3962.
Yeah, 3962.
Delta 7 right up 26 left.
So Delta's on his way. We'll gently move the camera around. and see if we can catch that Delta as he departs for Seattle. Yeah, visibility maybe seems to be improving, Andy. I kind of agree a bit. That's what I kind of thought. As the show progresses towards sunset, the conditions may improve. That was exactly what I was thinking was going to happen. So, anyhow, Delta's on the roll. I am watching for it. There it is. Off to Seattle, SeaTac Airport. No, I'm trying to hold him. Yeah, he's kind of gone there. But I agree with Andy. I think that we might be getting a slow improvement in our light values. We've got a heavy departing. Oh no, do we? Is it? What is that? Standby. Yeah, we've got a A321 heading to Toronto. It's Air Canada 120. So there we go. Yeah, the legend of Airliners Live. Good evening. Kevin D is in the house. Exactly.
Flash 120, push start your discussion.
Oh, the Final Countdown song by Europe. Oh, yeah, that's a good song. It dates, of course, from when the wall came down, from Glasnost. Late 80s. There's our 321. And he's gone. He's in the murk. So... yeah, that was an interesting time, actually. Final Countdown. And Scorpions had a song as well regarding the Glasnost and coming down of the wall. Winds of Change. That was a great song. So, what else have we got here?
Speech cancel, contact departure airport, and clear takeoff, 126.
1 billion views. Wow, I can imagine. Like Gangnam, enter Gangnam Style. That's got 1 billion views too. By Psy. So Philbo says, working in the morning. Thanks, Henry. Take care. So Philbo, thank you so much for tuning in. You have a good night. Appreciate your hanging out with us, and we'll see you in our next stream. But thanks again, Phil. Appreciate that. And Blickfang says, I used to look like a Europa band member. Okay. Did you look like Lemmy from Motorhead, by any chance? Or was it more of a what's the lead singer from Scorpions? Schenker, something like that. Or was it more of an ABBA look? Yeah, good stuff. Red Eye saw Scorpions in '82. Wow.
Delta 5 or Delta 7 speeds, cancel contact departure airborne, clear takeoff, 267.
Okay. So who have we got here taking off on the other side? Looks like a Q400. No, yeah, it is a Q400. So I don't know if we pull back enough, we might catch it. Or is it already in the murk? I'm not sure, but eyeballs are peeled for it. And, strange. Definitely on flight rate. Oh, yeah, it is in the murks. So, c'est la vie, guys. C'est la vie. But we've got another Q400 turning onto the active. This is a Westjet 3277 Encore. So that's about to turn on to the active right now. And we've got somebody with a horse that's in the field. I won't point the camera at them because it's maybe a little bit not right. So, but yeah, I have somebody on horseback here, which is kind of nice. So.
Pasco 3051, runway 26 left, altimeter 3022, taxi Echo Delta Delta 7. Echo Delta Delta 7.
Got a Westjet. We've got a Max pushing back right here in front of us. We got the Q400 also on the roll.
Altimeter 3022, taxi Echo Delta Delta 7.
And I'm really looking for it. So flight radar shows me. Yeah, there it is. You'll see it in a second. Let's see how long we can hold it before it disappears into the murk. Kind of losing it there. Yep, it's gone. Just a few seconds. So we've got this 37 is pushing back. This Max is pushing back right there. And I think it's heading to Edmonton. Yes, that's the Air Canada 242 to Edmonton, guys. I know some of us know somebody on that airplane. So we're wishing them a great flight. Off to Edmonton. Disconnecting right now. They're pretty much on schedule. It's 4 o'clock. And this is the Air Canada 242. So we are wishing them a great flight. That is awesome. So there's a bizjet taking off, but it's just really kind of lost already on us here. So what else can I tell you guys? They're just disconnecting this guy right now. So
Carson 611 ground runway 26 left, altimeter 3022, taxi Charlie.
here, we've got a lander here, guys. Bear with me. Let's get it. There it is. Westjet. Nice landing. Spoilers up. On cue. We're starting to see more of these Westjet 37s in the new colors, which is nice. Actually, really nice. I like the new colors better than the old colors for Westjet. Font is nicer too, I think.
Lima, Juliet, Ultra, Juliet, Charlie, contact ground 12715, turning on to Juliet.
There's our Air Canada Edmonton. About to taxi off stand. So yeah, Kev says hopefully the smoke will be gone by the end of the week. I think so. I think they're calling for a collapse of the weather. Finally, the weather will collapse to colder temperatures, and maybe some precipitation by the end of the week. That'll be good. So Matt Smith says the Turkish 777 is now 6 minutes out, inbound from Istanbul. Haze up, like the landing. Yeah, it was good. It was pleasant, I thought. I agree. It was most pleasant. And we do have another lander actually on this side. It is it's an A321. It's Air Canada's 571 inbound from San Diego. So again, I'll slowly take the camera around for that. And we'll zoom in and capture him right there. You can go a little bit tighter maybe. Something like that.
Contact departure airborne from Delta 7, quit takeoff runway 261. Thanks, you.
Waiting for the Edmonton to taxi off stand. Should go any second here, right?
Flash 119 ground taxi, Hotel Dolphin.
Hello, Jane Worrell. Thank you for joining us. And Marcel Donatus is joining us from Ottawa, the capital of Canada. Thank you, Marcel, for tuning into our show. Greg Huber says,
120 Delta 7 line up runway 26 left, will be short delay position for airspace.
is there an advisory? I don't know. And Cute Seal, thanks for the heads up on this 321 that just landed in front of us. Yeah, even iTrapper says, thank goodness for rain if we can get it by the end of the week. That'll be good. So we've got an inbound here. It's the Flair 898 inbound from Edmonton. So I'm gonna. This 37's not moving yet. He's taking his time. So we're gonna move around to get the Flair. We'll catch him in the Flare. We'll catch Flare in the Flare. Something like that, right? Let's go up tight. There we go. There's Flare in the Flare. Not much of a flare though, right? Oops. Where's our Air Canada? Going to Edmonton. There it is. Finally. They're finally moving. As I say, I know somebody on that plane, so I'm wishing them a great flight. I'm sure it'll be a good one.
Departure 120, contact departure 1 airborne. I'm Delta 7, could take off runway 26 left today. Okay, take off 26 left, so 120 today. Person 611 is going to be delayed for turbulence for you behind the 37 while you're waiting.
We've got another lander. We've got another lander, guys, on our runway here. It's a Air Canada 321. It's the flight 115 from Toronto, and the Toronto arrival is actually going to be here in seconds. So I'm going to move the camera around pretty quick. So there it is.
Express 306 tower winds are 2705 knots. Slide westbound your discretion. At the river mouth, contact tower on 124.02.
Our visibility is definitely improving here.
We are Victor Hotel Hotel. Player 098 ground, taxi Hotel Lima to the apron. Hotel Lima to the apron. Player 098. 26 left. Line 3196, go to 26 left. There's 112. Good afternoon, Jet 278, Juliet Sugar. There's 278 ground, taxi, Juliet Hotel, Delta 7, Air Canada 37 on Hotel. Yeah, Hotel Delta 7, behind Air Canada.
Let me just check the flight radar, guys. I don't want to miss anything here on approach. Yeah, we do have a Q400 in from Seattle. It's an Air Canada Express 8807. That's next on deck. So I don't quite yet see him, but I'll be ready for it, for sure. And they're towing a 37 MAX around from the US gates over to the other side. So who else have we got in the house here? Keith B says he likes the 737 is a beautiful aircraft. Sue Major says Turkish, so it must be getting close, which is good to hear. And what else? Ronnie Middlehurst loves the Flare livery. It's different. I wouldn't say I love it, but it's okay. It's not bad. And Jane Whirl, yeah, so there's debate. Is this smoke? Is it fog? Is it cloud? You know, it's definitely a combination of forest fire smoke, and cloud. I don't have a lot of burning smell in my nostrils, so
which is good, but I mean, it could just be that the air where I am is luckily not bad. Here's the Q400, guys. This is our Q400 landing. See, just right here in front of the camera, the air is actually pretty darn good, believe it or not. So I'm in a good place right here, actually.
611 Charlie, line up runway 26 left.
Oh, he took the high-speed taxiway there. Good for him. That's beautiful. Well done.
Skyline 711, continue down and exit right at runway 31. As you exit, contact ground 121.7. 117 on runway 31, 771.
Again, want to make... Yeah, we've got the Turkish inbound from Istanbul. It's the Turkish Flight 75. And as soon as I see him, I'm going to pull the camera around so as that we can definitely get a beautiful view of that. Yeah, I've got him. I got him, guys. So we're going to pull the camera around for Turkish right now. Inbound from Istanbul.
Skyline 711, ground taxi, runway 31, Victor, hold chart hotel, contact ground 127.
I'm going to record it, guys, so I'm going to, I'll not talk too much here.
Ups 21, hold short, runway 26 left. Contact tower 1187.
It's always nice to see, isn't it, guys? Never get tired of watching large airplanes at speed, at close range. So, yeah, that was definitely cool. Definitely enjoyed that. So, we've had some good heavies. Yeah, squeaky brakes.
This vehicle on the taxiway, Charlie. They'll be doing a runway inspection. No, wait behind them.
We've got United Airlines inbound from Los Angeles. It's United 608.
Number 1, runway 26 left, continue approach.
We'll capture the United landing right now, guys. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it, Sue? Yeah, it was really good. So Paul Davies is heading to sleep. So, Paul, thank you for joining us.
242, contact departure airborne from 777, quit takeoff, runway 26 left, today.
Takeoff runway 777, Canada 242.
Wing wobble.
Hotel Delta, the carrier flight descending.
There's our Turkish.
Hotel Delta, land to the landmark, your discretion, winds are 2705 knots. Running south of runway 26 left 12 times.
We'll say Hoş geldiniz to all our passengers from Istanbul.
Hotel Delta, thanks. And just southwest of the river mouth is a beaver climbing through 500 feet. They're going to continue southwestbound with the outer tower guy until they're west of you before turning southerly. Delta Hotel Delta, thanks. The beaver would be about your 11:30, 2 miles. Westjet 1697, clear to land, runway 26 left, runway 31 is available as exit. Yeah, clear to land, runway 26 left, and check mark the runway left.
Unfortunately, they're bringing aircraft in on the other runway, which is not something we like. But I guess the passengers like it if their gate's on the other side.
Hotel Delta, Beaver will be passing off your left, but well clear. Delta Hotel Delta, contact.
I can't make out the name of the aircraft.
That's 278 Tower, Delta 7, line up runway 26 left. That's left, guys.
I wonder if it's on the flight radar 24. Let's have a look. It's Lima Juliet Echo, but they don't actually give the name of the airplane.
Westjet 1697, ground taxi, runway 31, Victor, hold short of hotel, stay with me.
Can you guys read that?
Taxi runway 31, Victor, hold short of hotel.
I can't. Just can't. I think he's going to park in one of the close gates here. Yeah, he's turning, I think, right here, maybe.
1697, taxi, Lima, Juliet, hold short, Juliet, Charlie now, and ground 12715, holding short.
There he goes.
Yeah, Lima, Juliet, hold short, Juliet, Charlie.
There he goes.
Down 2715,
Okay, so Lucas says it's Sumela. Thank you very much for letting me know. Yeah, it's a lovely aircraft, the 777-300ER. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, Sumela. So Robert Pireni says, we have smoke here in Tacoma, but not as bad as here. Yeah, I think this is mostly smoke that what we have. It's a West Coast thing right now just because of the winds. Seattle is only a 2-hour drive from where I'm standing.
So, Juliet Tower, Charlie, line up runway 26 left. There'll be short delay in position for runway inspection.
So I think Tacoma is about 100 miles from where I'm standing, and they have smoke as well. So I'm going to say it's mostly smoke, what we're contending with. Check out Turkish Airlines because I'll be unloading the bags here. We'll watch them do their arrival. They haven't shut the engines down yet. So Kev says we have an Embraer Legacy 450 inbound. I hope it lands here. Yeah, me too. Me too. So iTrapper says HPC4 Life 1 of the best for spotting. Okay. Oh, so maybe talk about that airplane. And we've got a Q400 landing right here, guys. Another Q400.
Tango 2 Yankee, continue down the shoreline towards the threshold of runway 13. Then eastbound between the parallels of 13 there. And Tango 2 Yankee, there will be center for traffic departing runway 26 left. Turning northwest on the west departing shore. Okay, get that down. Lima to the
Westjet's taxiing back to the gate.
Jazz 443 Tower, Delta 7 line up runway 261.
And we do have another lander here. I just want to see what it is. It is from Palm Springs. It's Westjet, flight 1723. So, Owen Fermo is heading off to sleep, working at 5:30 a.m. Thank you very much for tuning in, Owen, and watching some of our show. Do appreciate it. So here is this Westjet from Palm Springs.
S348 taxi Hotel Lima to the
Hotel Lima to 348.
Tango 2 Yankee, the Seneca's in the turn, but they have also climbed above. Seneca, Jazz 443, the Seneca that departed ahead of you has turned to the northwest. Speed restriction cancelled. Departure airborne for Delta 7, clear takeoff runway 26. Zulu Alpha Juliet, ground checks, call scan 2565 now. Oh, I'm sorry.
Again, I'll check the flight radar. We do have another Q400 on approach from Victoria. It's the Westjet 3356.
Thanks. Behind the dash 8, caution, possible turbulence. Clear across runway 26 left. Winds are 2705 knots. Land descended landmark. Your discretion. Report on the ground.
Yeah, it was a buttery landing. Not 8 out of 10 landing, that's right. Exactly. Someone says photography anywhere between 420 and 850. Okay. Kind of missed that chat, what you guys were talking about, but the light is getting, I'm going to say the light's getting a bit better. The smoke on our side is our side of the runway, I'm going to say it's probably a bit better. So than it was when we first got here. And I just kind of thought that as the evening goes on, the smoke would get better. But you know what? I do taste it. So there's definitely smoke in the air. I'm not going to say this is all cloud, because it's not. Definitely not. We've got another lander. He's going to take the no. I thought he... somebody, I don't know who that is. Not sure who that is on the radio right now. Let's see what else we've got on approach. Nothing right now. What else we've got going on here? So they're now doing the unloading on the Turkish. Cargo is being unloaded. So what else have you guys got to tell me? So Kev says we have a Beech 1900D inbound. Must be on the other side. Are they Bombardier Dash 8s? Yes, they are. It is currently 4:26 here in Vancouver. I'm in Minnesota, the States. We're 6 hours apart. Maybe to the UK, but Minnesota's only 2 hours ahead of Vancouver. Minnesota's the same central time zone, same as Winnipeg. HBB Photography's got to go to school tomorrow. That's fine. Wishing you a good evening. Thank you so much for joining us. That was awesome. You could tune in with us. And another beautiful day here in Vancouver. And thank you for joining us, iTrapper. Glad you were able to tune in for just a little bit. That's awesome. And as I say, I look forward to seeing you here in person one day. It's always good to see you. There's our Beech 1900. And taxiing nicely. And what else? Chris King. Howdy and good evening, Henry and chat. Hope everyone is having a blessed evening. I think we are. I think all things considered, it's pretty good here in Vancouver. I'll take this over rain any day of the week for sure. Birds. I hear geese. I hear Canada geese, guys. Flock. There they are.
Basco 828 taxi, Juliet Hotel, runway 26 left.
Canadian geese. That's a flock of Canadian geese. They're in a bit of a messy formation, though, aren't they? I wonder if the smoke has thrown their INS off. Their SATCOM's not working. Yeah, they're usually a lot tighter than that. So I think their instruments are being thrown off kilter by the smoke.
Thank you.
Could be, right? Who knows? Because they have inertial navigational systems too, and they require they also do visual reference and all that kind of stuff. So if they can't see the ground perfectly, maybe their flying is a bit off. So could very well be. Could be. So.
Golf Alpha Taxi, Juliet Hotel, runway 26 left.
Someone asks about the Vancouver Canucks using their private... well, I don't know much about the team. All I know is that they do charter aircraft when necessary. The Vancouver Canucks haven't had their own airplane for about 30 years, or maybe 40 years. In the 80s, they had a former...
Basco 828, taxi cross, runway 26 left, Hotel Alpha, the 26 left, Hotel Alpha, the Basco 828. Hotel Golf Alpha, continue cross, runway 26 left, Hotel Alpha, to the apron.
There's that BizJet you guys were asking about.
Hello, Canada 220 with the Juliet Short Lima. Air Canada 220, ground taxi, Juliet Hotel Delta 7. Juliet Hotel Delta 7, Air Canada 220.
don't know what that is. Is that a citation, guys? It looks like the nose looks like a citation.
We're there, we're just going to relocate to the door. Just better. Roger.
I mean, that has the nose of a 1970s citation, so I guess it is an evolved citation. It's not your grandfather's citation, if that's the right saying. It's American registered. I'll hold the pan on it for you guys, for you bizjet freaks.
Cargojet 910, ground runway 26 left altimeter 3022, taxi Delta 7. Delta 7.
So, it's a Cessna citation. Thank you very much, Montalvan. Yeah, Cessna citation something or other, exactly. And, that was 4:30 local. So yeah, the UK, we're 8 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time here in Vancouver.
7052, Vancouver Tower, altimeter 3023, clear to land runway 26 left.
Yeah, they're bringing a lot of the aircraft in on the other side, which is nothing we can do about it. Unfortunately. It's strange, but we've got several jets floating around out there. We've got one Westjet, one Air Canada A321 in from Vegas, and we've got a looks like a bizjet. So we'll just kind of be patient and let these aircraft come to us. But you know what? The temperature.
910, roger, traffic will be landing, hold short, runway 26 left.
The temperature is dropping, guys. Temperature is dropping. As that sun gets lower, it's definitely getting cooler. So I wonder if I'll be able to hang out here for another hour and a half. I wonder. Maybe. We'll see. We'll definitely see. Check the flight radar again. We've got quite a few Westjets buzzing about. And see, we had an arrival on this side, but wasn't on the flight radar. Not that I could see, so I did miss it because I couldn't see it. I just couldn't see that it was out there in the murk. It's this courier plane, and he'll do a 180, I think, and taxi back to UPS. No, he's taxiing off stand. This Beech 1900 D model. No, that's just a normal Beech. That's a D model, I think. Yeah, it's a stretched upper deck. So that's a Courier Beech 1900. As I say, I didn't see him on the flight radar, so I wasn't visually cued that he was here. And then all of a sudden, boom, he's on the runway. So kind of missed him, but I'll try to keep my eyes peeled. Yeah, so he is going to taxi down to DHL on the far end of the runway, the far east end of this runway.
Bridget 910, Delta 7, line up runway 26 left.
And we do have an aircraft landing here.
Star 7052, reverse onto Delta 3, contact ground 1217 there.
We've got the Air Canada 1061 inbound from Las Vegas. It is the A321, and it is setting up on this runway. So that's good. We've got that coming in, guys. And Kieran Prentice says the A350 will be here in half an hour, which is good news. And what else have we got here? And okay, so let's just get this Air Canada It's a bit of asthma there. Little bit of asthma. So, yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed seeing the Canadian geese. Hopefully we'll get to see them even nicer. Okay, let's get the Air Canada from Vegas. Inbound from Vegas.
Clear takeoff 265, Cargojet Canada 220 at Delta 7, line up runway 26 left, short delay for turbulence from the 67. Delta Mike, taxi Delta 5, cross runway 26 left, Charlie to the apron. Cross, that's Delta 5, and cross 26. Delta Mike, Roger, the Air Canada is going to line up, they'll stay on your left. First 752, continue Delta Whiskey 2.
Inbound from Las Vegas. Hope they had a nice holiday. I'm sure they did. How can you not have a nice holiday in Las Vegas? Before the pandemic. Oh, here comes another lander. Here comes another lander, guys.
Vancouver Tower, altimeter 3023. Number 1 runway 26 left, traffic in position waiting for wake turbulence. Okay, number 1 26 left, Mike 774.
Before the pandemic, we used to go to Vegas all the time. At least once a year.
Air Canada 220, caution for turbulence from the 67. You'll be 5 or more miles in trail. Contact departure airborne from Delta 7, quick takeoff runway 26 left. Juliet, slide westbound, your discretion, winds are 270 at 6. At the river mouth, contact tower, 12402.
Thought I heard something. Oh yeah, 321's going to pull in right here because it is a U.S. arrival, so it's going to park right on this side to clear customs. These are the U.S. swing gates. So.
Push still down, push whenever you're discretion. New caution, turbulence from Airbus 220 just departed, clear the land runway 26 left. Get backtrack for Delta 9 approved. Left, 26 left, and back up Delta 9, west, taxi hotel complication. Taxi hotel complication.
We've got quite a few aircraft actually.
Thanks. At the river mouth is a beaver, outbound on the salmon. They'll be looking for you.
We've got quite a few aircraft piled up on this side of the gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 airplanes here, which is kind of neat. Nice. It's really nice to see.
Canada 220 forward, 1323. Good day.
He's parking here too. There goes the SkyTrain in the background, heading to downtown.
Morningstar 7074, backtrack, taxi Delta 9, Delta Yankee for FedEx. Have a good day.
Nice. Very, very, very nice. Chris King says, I've been obsessed with watching planes since I was a kid. I could watch planes 24/7 and never be tired of it. Well, I think that's all of us. Everyone who agrees, raise your hand. I think that would be a full house for sure. 3:36 a.m. in Dubai, according to Lawrence Saw. Wow, it's amazing you're watching in Dubai. Well, thank you so very much for joining our show from Dubai. I'm guessing you might be one of our first Dubai spotters to join us here in Vancouver, Lawrence. Thank you very much. I hope all is well in Dubai. It's a place I'd love to visit one day. I've heard only good things. Q400 taxing out. Oh, we had another lander, another little one on this side that wasn't announced. Crikey. Well, at least it's not something big that we missed, right? It wasn't something too urgent or...
Upper Express 302, the Beaver's passed off your left side, no conflict now. Winds 2807, you still want the eastbound? Yeah, we'll just take it to the eastbound, that's fine. Upper Express 302, eastbound landing, your discretion.
See, beach 1900 deep, Pacific Coastal, in from some small community up the coast.
Says these are 6 contacts by Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 5. Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 5, Jazz 806.
I'll just check the battery here in a second. So our battery, we're at 69%, so we're laughing actually. And we've got another lander. I don't want to miss something important. It's from Calgary. It's the Westjet 121. So I'm just going to pull the camera around slowly now so we can be in position for that. And it's right there. Center frame. In from Calgary. Airport spotting is strict in Dubai. I can believe it. Unfortunately. That's a shame. That is a shame, really. I don't know anywhere in the Middle East where you can actually go out and have at it and put the camera on the tripod set up outside the airport perimeter and start filming. I don't think that's going to go over well anywhere in any country in the Middle East. It's just how it is, right?
That's 110, continue cross, runway 26 left off the loop. Cross 26 left, that's the runway, yeah.
So Duncan says a 737 MAX from Santa Ana's in 10 minutes. We've got Lufthansa in 24 minutes. Thank you, Sue Major. Esther Leacock says, will the smokers be coming in tonight? You know, I sure hope so. Esther is referring to the Convair 580s that are operated by Kelowna Flightcraft. And they're a 6 p.m. arrival. So we've got a number of contingencies on those. We've got a number of caveats that we have to assess. Number one, is it going to be light enough? Number two, are they going to land on this runway? So number three, are the flights canceled or operating? So we actually have three caveats, things that have to take place in order for us to actually see the smokers. So I'm hoping we get to see the smokers, the Convair 580s. For me, personally, they're the highlight of the show. And Yeah, they're unique to Canada. They're unique to Vancouver. Where else can you see operational 1950s era Convair, 580s? Well, the engines are from the 60s, but the planes themselves are 1950s build. So I hope we get to see the smokers. That would be amazing. That would be really amazing.
This one then, yeah, that's what you have.
We'll just have to wait and see. The stars have to line up for us to see them. That's just how it is. The stars have to be lined up.
Winds are 2807 knots, land eastbound, your discretion.
I mean, we've seen them many times, so it's not like they never come in on this side.
06 Delta 5, line up runway 26 left.
So it's a luck thing, really. So Montalvan says there's Convairs flying in Miami. Oh, I'm sure there are. Fort Lauderdale too. ILG Group have acquired. I think they have the largest fleet of Convairs, perhaps in North America, active. ILG Group purchased all of the stretched Convair 580s from Kelowna Flightcraft about 15 or 20 years ago, or maybe 30 years ago. Kelowna Flightcraft have a few of them, but
806 speed restriction canceled, departure airborne from Delta 5. Go take off runway 26 left.
but I saw something landing. Yeah, that little guy. So hard to see without a landing light in the murk. Yeah, so ILG Group have Convair 5800s in service in Florida and I guess Michigan. It's a Cessna Caravan. We see this airplane all the time on the other side, right? It's a courier plane. So it's a Vancouver resident, I think. And he's going to taxi back down to DHL. So that's what he's going to do. So Jane Worrell's eyes are getting tired. I understand. Time to head for the land of Nod. It sounds good. Appreciate your tuning in with us, Jane. That's awesome. You have a good night, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again, Join, for joining us. That's appreciated. And what else? Yeah, we've got a lander. It's from Santa Ana. One of you guys mentioned it. It's the Air Canada 599. It's an Air Canada Max. And we'll gently bring our camera around to the position, to the button of the runway. Battery's at 64%, by the way. There's the aircraft. Over the numbers. See that green light? That's interesting. Now, easy does it, easy does it.
Vancouver Tower, hello, Golf from Charlie Fox, Zulu Charlie Victor on the ILS at 6 left. Fox Zulu Charlie Victor, Vancouver Tower, altimeter 3023, clear land runway 26 left. Clear land 26 left, Charlie Victor, we're going to million in. Want to know crew there? Yeah, we're just waiting for it to get set up, so hopefully I'll block that. Sounds good.
So what else can I tell you guys? Things are well in Canada right now, I'd say, on the whole. Certainly here in Vancouver, we're kind of enjoying the nice weather while we have it. Hello from Dallas, Texas, Southwest Air 521. Thank you for joining our show. From Dallas.
Which one did you go? Push to start your discussion. Company is just waiting for crew at 60. For the third vessel, 1 minute.
This guy's going to Horseshoe. It's going to taxi into the Horseshoe. I'm just going to move the camera around to the approach so I don't have to move it around so quickly when something eventually does show up. We'll just let it sit right here on these two 777s.
Zero Charlie Victor, reverse left on the hotel, contact ground 1217 off the runway today. 1217 off the runway and left on the hotel.
Kind of waiting for a nice arrival for you guys. So, Samantha Simpson heading to sleep? If she is, have a good evening, Sam. Thank you for joining us, as always. On a serious note, how does the smoke affect the aircraft? Well, I think it's mostly a visual thing for the pilots. I do know that commercial aircraft must avoid volcanic activity when there's a large particulate matter in the environment. That is bad for aircraft engines. That can cause flameouts. So this obviously is nothing like that. This is very, very fine smoke. So in the areas of volcanic activities, they put out NOTAMs to keep the air traffic away. A notice to airmen, which is NOTAM, to keep the pilots and air traffic a certain radius away from the volcanic activity. And they can cancel flights for weeks until it clears. I know in Iceland they've had, several years ago there was a volcano there that caused some major disruptions to transatlantic air traffic. So, also in other regions of the world as well. I remember Pinatubo in the Philippines, that was active in the mid-90s, and that was causing air traffic control issues back then. I remember it well. I actually flew on a, what was it? It was a Cathay A340. I was going from Manila to Hong Kong, or the other way, and I remember we had to route in a certain way to avoid the area of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines. So yes, smoke and or volcanic activity does require flight planning consideration for pilots. So that's a good question. Absolutely. Volcanic ash is basically airborne sandpaper. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. So, what else have we got here? DJ Ian, I have a question to ask. Would you cover Pearson Airport or Calgary? It's been asked, and I do appreciate the question every time. And the answer is the same. Would love to. Would absolutely love to go to Calgary or Toronto to do a show. The problem is the logistics. We would have to buy airline tickets, hotels, car rentals, and that would cost, I'm going to say, thousands in today's environment, probably. So there's just not a financial viability for us to travel at this time to such a place like Calgary or Toronto to do a show. As much as we'd like to, we'd love to do a show in Calgary or Toronto. Don't get me wrong on that. But again, it's just, all the expenses that would pile up would make it, in this environment, financially unviable for us. I really had hoped to get to Victoria this summer to do a show from Victoria Harbour, but we never made it. So Vancouver kept us busy enough on our toes, and one day we'll definitely get there. Same with Nanaimo. They've got a fantastic busy harbor. Same with Vancouver Harbor. So that's something we can do anytime. So, but yeah, that's just the way it is for the travel right now. Flights are full, and costs are through the roof for travel anywhere on planet Earth. So until this post-pandemic travel boom subsides and costs stabilize, we're just going to stay home based here in Vancouver. Now the guys in England, Andrew and Martin,
466, contact departure, airborne from Charlie for takeoff, runway 26 left.
their costs are a lot lower to travel around in Europe. So I think there are possibilities for Europe, but I'll let Andy and Martin speak to that themselves. But our heart would love to, but our pocketbook not right now. Anyhow, Andrew's joining us from Perth, Australia. Wow, that is awesome. And Kevin says, yeah, $200 for the ferry and back. Yeah, that's it. It was just on the news. To take BC ferries from Vancouver or between Vancouver and Victoria, they've just increased it another 7% because of the fuel surcharge. So there you go. Even just to head to Vancouver Island, it's $200 plus gas plus hotel. Not that it's not doable, but it's a consideration for sure. Absolutely. And Beth Meister 88 is joining us from Texas. Beth loves Victoria. It is a nice place. Definitely a nice place. I love it myself when I get to head over there. And I love the airplanes too. I love hanging out and watching the float base action. It's awesome. So Chris King says, Henry, we appreciate your streaming for us and the rest of the crew. Yeah, absolutely. It's our pleasure. This is runway therapy for me. You know, just hanging out here with you guys, chilling, chatting. It's really therapy, and it just kind of helps de-stress. Helps de-stress the day.
What type of airplane are you? So you just call it a GP3? Who makes it? Okay, gotcha.
Some interesting chat there on the radios. Kind of missed it.
122, Delta 7, wait, runway 26 left.
We've got a lander here, guys. Q400.
Number 126 left. Number 1. 122, contact departure airborne from Delta 7, clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. Delta 7, clear takeoff, 26 left, 122.
Air Canada Jazz. Easy does it. Check to see if we've got something on the arrival board here. Yeah, we've got another Q400. He's about 10 miles back. He's inbound from Portland as the Air Canada 8655. It's coming our way, so I'll gently bring the camera around for that, so we don't have to do as violent a turn. Oh, there's a takeoff. And there it goes. Yeah, there you go. You had a good sense of the murk that we're in. So again, yeah. This guy's in from Portland. It's Air Canada Express Jazz, Air Canada 8655. So he'll be here shortly, and I'll move the camera around. Somebody says no picture or pic. So have we lost the signal, guys? Oh, Samantha says sounds good to me. Oh, okay. Anyhow, if I need to know if you guys that we've dropped our signal. So maybe a few of you guys can tell me if you're seeing the Westjet 37 and the Air Canada 321 at the gate. AJ Smith, hope all is well, Henry. I chatted this earlier. TC LJE was delivered January 2016. The nickname Samula relates to the Sumela Monastery, a World Heritage Site in Trabzon, Turkey. Thank you very much for the heads up on that, AJ. I appreciate that. I love airline names, so I've got a thing for airline names and their meanings. So AJ, thank you very much for posting that. Yeah, it's much appreciated. Samantha says she's shattered, barely keeping her eyes open. How am I? I'm pretty good. No complaints. We're fine here. No news is good news, right? So, but I can imagine you must be wiped. So, it's late. It's late over there. So, you guys, if you're heading to sleep, Sam, sleep well, and we'll see you soon. But thank you so much for hanging out here with us. Okay, Samantha's good. Thank you, Samantha. I appreciate that. Matt Smith says the A350 is 5 minutes out. Sue Major, good video. Okay, good guys. I just want to make sure. So thank you guys for letting me know that the signal's not been dropped. That's good. So we've got the lander here from Portland. The Portland is right.
Ready, ground, push start of your discussion.
Start of discussion, 088.
Where is it? Can't seem to find it. There it is. Lufthansa is going to be setting up shortly. I think I might have knocked my camera off kilter on the tripod, guys, so I'm just going to fiddle with it here for a second, if you don't mind. That's pretty level. To my eyes, it's not bad. As we pan down the runway. Yeah, that might be a bit crooked. Just give me a second, guys. You know what? We can do this because it's not... There's nothing too urgent right this very second, so I can just fiddle with the leveling and see if I can get that a little bit better for us. Something like that. That might be a bit better. Let's just move it around. And just, as I said, I just want to make sure that the level's not too far off. Yeah, I think that's kind of looking good to my eyes. No, there, it's a bit off there. Again, guys, appreciate it, because sometimes I kick the tripod inadvertently, and it just kind of knocks the level. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad for level. I think I've mostly fixed the level, I think. So, I think it's probably okay for us. Karen Manson, I need to go. Good stream, Henry. Have to work my night shift tonight. Okay, well, thank you very much, Karen. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciate that. And 3 featured says the 350's on approach. And, yeah, he is on approach. I do see him myself. In from Munich is the Lufthansa 476. So, I see him on the flight radar screen. I don't actually see him on visually. So, but we're going to set up so that we're ready for him when he does appear. I'm just waiting for it. We're looking for landing lights, guys. I'll try to record it. Yeah, I will record it.
Lima, Juliet, Hotel, Delta, Delta 5. Lima, Juliet, Hotel, Delta, Delta 5, 7164. Jazz 162, Victor Hotel.
Looking for him. Looking for the 350 in that Merc.
Jazz 162, ground taxi, Hotel Lima to 8.
Just kind of waiting for it to appear, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to record it. I don't see landing lights yet. There's a helicopter way above me, but it sounds like it's just 10 feet above me. But it's probably 3,000 feet up. But yeah, the Munich flight should be presenting himself. Ah, I see it. I finally have the lights. I see the light. I see the light, guys. It's far out. As in, not groovy, but it's probably about 10K from here. So, 3 Featured sees him, because 3 Featured is here in Vancouver. So, that's great. We're waiting patiently. The landing lights are getting brighter and brighter, so hopefully you guys will start to see it as well. Yep. There it is.
Pilot's discretion, contact Roger B 1276, surveillance service terminated. 276,
Well, that was interesting. Yeah. So we've got 2 Q400s in approach. Both are Air Canada Jazz. One's from Prince Rupert. The first one is from Terrace. So.
3107 ground, push back and start your discretion. Roger, Canada 312, continue taxi via Hotel Delta 7. Hotel Delta 7, Canada 312. Top over 1,500 for now, clear direct BB for the BB North arrival. There's 2 westbound float planes at Atkinson at 1,000. Flow 1,500, quick BB, nice, let's put the runway on the clear for Alpha Bravo, telemark. I'll try, Mike, we'll see what we can work out. Vancouver Tower, Express 305, auto with the action, set for Yankee. Express 305, Vancouver Tower, identified altimeter 3022. Clear direct steel from Steel Direct Ganges, says Kodiak at 1.5, passing southbound. Okay, steel, that's the Ganges, looking for the Kodiak off the right, Express 305. Vancouver Tower, Express 311, just north to the north arm, return to 3. Like to continue the descent northbound to the harbor, we have information Lima. Express 311, Vancouver Tower, Napoli 2,500, contact Harbor Tower 1184 now. 7 and 50. 2 Express 301, port to put Atkinson 1000, request to hide up for the Namo, looking for the Kodiak. Express 301, Vancouver Tower, identified altimeter 3022, and I'm turning to westbound, over there. 201. Another car, Mike, to order from Mike,
Yeah, and there she is in all her glorious splendor. We've got another Q400 landing right here, but I think I'm going to hold the A350 just because it's our rarer subject for us. So A350 has to take priority over Q400.
I got Squid, get surveillance service, terminated contact, Harvard Tower 1184 now. I was just 301, clear direct me. Delta Gate, Delta 9, on to runway 261, then Charlie to the 77. Ocean 205, direct ATC.
It's going inside the horseshoe. Wow, well that was good, guys. I enjoyed that. As I say, I was keeping my yapper shut just so we could enjoy the footage.
3107 ground runway 26 left Alpha under 3022. Give way to the 737 on your right side. Taxi via Echo Delta Delta 7. Echo Delta Delta.
Yeah, we've got an Air Canada 78. No, this is an Air Canada Max. It's the Edmonton flight. It's flight 245 inbound from Edmonton. We'll be landing here shortly. We'll move the camera around so we're ready for it. So it's kind of visible right now, so bear with me, guys. And we should see the lights any second. There it is. The lights are center frame.
Vancouver identified runway 26 left altimeter 3022. Click the T arrival via direct to VOR. Yeah, T arrival direct to VOR now. I'm really well sure. Make sure 016 clear to land runway 26 left. Land 6 left. Bravo Charlie Mike, pick up the downwind from there. Number 2 on dash 8 traffic 4 final 1,400 feet. 5 traffic site caution. Pretty good number 2 looking for Volcanic. I was just 302 traffic 1 o'clock 3 miles southbound company auto to south. Contact for 302. I was just 305 traffic 11 o'clock 2 miles westbound company auto down to 500 as you say. 305 with. Hello Tower 5, runway inside west up to. I was just 521 cross 262 and 305. Bravo Charlie Mike, Beaver slide west off the river, your traffic keep fine. I'm looking for issue one sliding, looking for the
yeah, it was good. Decent landing. It was a very decent landing for us. And let's see. Yeah, we've got some Q400s buzzing about. What else have we got here? I can see several Q400s. Well, oh, there we go. There's a Pacific Coastal. That's rare that the Pacific Coastal shows up on flight radar. Pacific Coastal Flight 458 from Trail. It's a Beech 1900D. So that's coming in. Don't know what runway it's coming in on yet, but neat to see it, that's for sure. Yeah, wow. That is neat stuff.
Mike, your traffic's just coming up to the numbers now, based on that. Setting in, Kevin, side Bravo, Charlie.
So, what else can I tell you guys? Hang on a second. I've got my umbrella here. I'm going to remove it just because the sun's kind of moved position and I don't need it at the moment. So, to prevent it from torquing if there's any wind. I'll just collapse it down. There we go. That's much easier. There. Yeah. Oh, I hear a siren somewhere, but I don't quite see where it is. And what else? I wonder what else we've got on our agenda for this evening for our arrivals here at YVR. As I say, I was scanning the flight radar, looking for stuff for aircraft that are quite nearby, and I did see this number of Q400s. Beer Guy says he watched the Philippines fly in at work along with the Lufty 74. Well, yeah, Beer Guy's a local. So hi, Beer Guy. I'm glad you're here watching with us. And Bethmeister 88 says we've got the same muck here in the Fraser Valley. This smoke. So.
And then Foxtrot and Alpha to signature. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think we've had such a smoky show like this in the past. I think we have had cloud, but not as bad smoke as this. This aircraft was in from Edmonton. It's the 245 from Edmonton that's just arriving right there. That's it. I wonder if it's the same. It might be the same aircraft we saw depart to Edmonton at the beginning of our show. Very possible. So, Beer Guy says, am I beside UPS or Canada Post? Canada Post. I'm only about 500 meters from the Canada Post building. So, Bethmeister, yeah, golden hour. It is golden hour now. This is the golden hour before the sunset. So, there we had it. There's a departure from the other side. So.
Ocean 305, service terminated. Contact Victoria Tower 1191 now.
Just waiting for some action here, guys. They're unloading the Turkish flight. Just like that. There goes another Q400 on the other side. And,
088, Tower Delta 7, line up runway 267.
Ben Burns says great footage of the Lufthansa landing. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Ben. I always love seeing Lufthansa. That's right. And just looking at the chat here. See what else we've got happening. If I missed anything. We've got a. There's our S-76 of Helijet. They're noisy beasts, these helicopters.
Average 5221, traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles eastbound, company honor down to 500 on the midpoint.
Yeah, they're quite noisy.
Average 304, traffic 1 o'clock, 4 miles northwestbound, company being down to 300. 304, we're looking. 088, contact departure and return from Delta 7, clear takeoff runway 265.
That's Flare. Flare's been cleared for takeoff. So, yeah, Beer Guy, I agree. The smoke does suck. I don't like it, but So let's wait for Flare. I think Flare is going to present himself kind of right there, guys. So. Yeah, I'm doing well, Metal Man. Doing well, just kind of relaxed. Putting in some runway therapy here in Vancouver. Away from my desk and away from, you know, the pressures and stresses of the day. Just hanging out with you guys. There's Flare.
Cargojet 304, surveillance service terminated, contact Harbor Tower 1184. 4 now, 304,
That's the Flare heading to Calgary, the 888. Very lucky flight number. So that was Flare 888 heading to Calgary. And I wonder if we're going to have any other departures from the other side. I'll just check, see what... No, nothing really. Nothing really is down there approaching. Lufthansa's pinging, though. Lufthansa's pinging for departure, so I wonder if he's going to stick his nose out here any second, because he just started pinging for his flight 493 back to Frankfurt. So he might just come out of the horseshoe any second. So let's just wait. Let's just put our cam... Well, we'll see him right there, right? So he just started pinging right now. So Lufthansa 493 to Frankfurt. Would love to be on that airplane, of course. Who wouldn't, right? YVR Gopher. Hey, YVR Gopher. Glad to see you out despite the smoke. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, look forward to seeing you here, YVR Gopher, as well. Yeah. Too bad you're not here, too. So... yeah, it's nice to hear from all the local Vancouver guys. That's great. That is great. You know, I don't smell the smoke. Somebody asked if I was smelling the smoke, and I don't. So, no. I really don't smell it, which is a good thing, although it's definitely, you know, I'm surrounded in smoke. I guess when I get home and I smell my clothes, that'll be the true test of whether I smell the smoke.
Cargojet 5221, surveillance services terminated, change our frequencies.
This reminds me, guys, of a song. I'll just very quickly show you.
60 ground, taxi by Juliet Hotel Delta 7.
That's the sun is just above the water there, and we literally, this is a it is what it is. We've got smoke on the water, fire in the sky. We literally do. So there you go. That's it. You're actually seeing it. Smoke on the water, fire in the sky. The fire is, I'm not going to point the camera up there because I don't want to fry out the sensor, but that is, yeah, it's a deep purple song. Richie Blackmore, who I am related to, by the way.
Juliet, exit Bravo, contact down 12179. 179, Juliet, thanks. Cargojet 5222, surveillance services terminated, contact Victoria Tower 1191 now. Good day.
Yeah. Believe it or not, by marriage I'm related to Richie Blackmore because my dad's first cousin, her daughter is married to Richie Blackmore. So there you go. Small factoid.
757 ground, runway 26 left, altimeter.
Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for Lufthansa to stick its nose out right from there. We've got some light aircraft on the radios chit-chatting away. And again, Lufthansa is pinging, and I suspect they've pushed back and they're just waiting to be disconnected for their flight to Frankfurt. So, beer guys, Helen from Washington State. Okay. And Beer Guy says, got to fly in the 747 as a kid 4 years in a row to see relatives in West Germany. Oh yeah, West Germany, wow. Well, Lufthansa flew the 47s in here, and the DC-10s. I remember, back in the 80s, they started. There's Lufthansa, guys. Wow.
Cargojet, have request 306, just north of Townville, 1500, request a VOR arrival on delivery. Ocean 306, Vancouver Canada, identified altimeter 3021, my frequency all the way, cleared as requested. 306. Lufthansa 493, heavy ground, good day, taxi via Juliet Hotel, Delta 7. Juliet Hotel, Delta 7, Delta 7, Sure. Ocean 307, thank you. Squawk it in, altimeter 3021, clear direct to midpoints of 500. Oscar 757, tower ready. Oscar 757, no speed restrictions, contact departure airborne from Charlie. Clear for takeoff, runway 26 left. For takeoff, 26 left. Traffic standing southbound company B 1500.
That's something, guys. Yeah, I wasn't chatting, so I was just savoring the Lufthansa 747 departing, pulling out of the horseshoe. He's going to make his way down to the active.
You should get the field about 3 final 580. Now, clear to land runway 26.
We've got a C680 on approach here, guys. Okay, I'm going to pull the camera around to get this this C680 aircraft, BizJet, that's landing here. Any minute, any second. I'm watching for it. There it is. There she blows.
Thank you for your Cargojet, Harbor Express Caravan, and we're 4.5 back from Dory, 1100, 500 to midpoint. Okay, 7 Van Vancouver Canada, afternoon, identified altimeter 3021, cleared by flight transit.
That was nice. That was really nice stuff. Really, really cool. So, I'm glad I caught that. Let's see what else we've got on approach. We've got a Westjet 173 from Edmonton on approach here. And I will bring the camera around for this Westjet. Here comes the United as well.
5205, surveillance services terminated. Contact Victoria Tower 1191 now. Good night.
This is heading to Los Angeles as the United Airlines 1756.
Yeah, 60 Tower, Delta 7, line up, runway 26 left, speed restrictions canceled. Delta 7, line up, 26 left. 1 on Victor, holding short, hotel going to signature.
Edison 251, ground roger, taxi via hotel and hold short, runway 26 left.
Hotel, hold short, 26 left, Anderson 251.
Sure.
Side there, a mile south of you now, head to midpoint 500. Okay, we should. We're about a mile south. Press triple on medevac, Alpha 2 if you got that, otherwise reverse hotel.
We've got a lander. This is the Vancouver, Los Angeles. What am I talking about? I've got to put my thinking cap on. This is Edmonton to Vancouver, Westjet 173. That's setting up on approach right now. So I've got to pull my head out of the ground here. And there it is.
Yeah, 60 contact, Park 2000 from Delta 7, clear takeoff, runway 26 left. Delta 7, clear takeoff, 26 left, Jazz, 6 Oscar 556-8, roll and clear to land, runway 26 left. Push left is in 5, Oscar 556. 6 contact, Juliet, quarter Lima.
That is 1756, taxi via Juliet, Hotel, Delta, and Delta 7.
Juliet, Hotel, Delta, Delta 7, United 726.
Roger, Lufthansa 493, tower now 118.7, monitor please.
So Lufthansa is now clear. So let's just hang out here and wait for him. That's what I think we should do, guys. Unless I have any objections in the house. Tara, you're welcome. I'm glad you were able to join our show. And YVR Gopher said that was a max 9 somewhere. Sundragon is joining us from Seattle. Thank you very much, Sundragon. Yeah, excuse me, coming through 747, exactly. Well said, well said. So the 747, I can see from the flight radar, he's just kind of, he hasn't actually turned onto the base to access the runway.
Delta 7, line up runway 26 left.
Yeah.
Low 749, heavily line up runway 26 left at Delta 7.
There. He's now cleared onto the active. That was his acknowledgement.
Hey, ground request at 173, we're Mike. That's perfect.
173 ground, you're on Victor there. Taxi via hotel and Gulf to the apron.
Yeah, you know what I meant. Victor Hotel in the apron, west at 173 southbound.
Alright, thank you. Edison 251, traffic on the exit, turning away from you, exiting southbound. Taxi across runway 26 left, you'll be following them. Hotel Alpha to signature. Hotel Alpha to signature, 251. Thank you, Oscar 556 ground, taxi via Alpha to the apron.
FedEx is coming in, guys, right here on our runway. Not something we get to see too often, so I'm going to have to sacrifice and make an executive decision. We're going to go get FedEx. It's just pretty rare to see that here. There it is.
Cargojet 313, clear direct point, correct? Lufthansa 493, contact departure through 1000 from Delta 7, clear for takeoff runway 26 left. Lufthansa 493, clear for takeoff 26 left and out of 2000, 125, thank you, goodbye. Okay. United 1756, caution, jet blast time, departing 47, that's Delta 7, line up runway 26 left.
That is 1756, now run 18.7. Yeah, 1756, now you ready?
The battery's collapsing, guys. The battery is collapsing. Got to do a battery change like right now. Had a battery collapse. We had a battery collapse. And Lufthansa, we missed it. It's kind of right there. Wow. C'est la vie, guys. C'est la vie. Yeah, that's Sod's Law. That is Sod's Law, guys. Unfortunately. We've got an Air Canada Max on approach right now, and I kick the tripod, so I just have to level it a bit. Yeah, c'est la vie. Just can't win them all. We cannot win them all. If we could, we'd be living in Las Vegas. So.
Victor Hotel Delta and Delta Whiskey to the Victor Hotel Delta Whiskey. Morningstar 8080. You know what? I was looking at you there.
The light, of course, is getting fantastic, as predicted. Way better. Way better light. Just how it is. There's the FedEx. At least we got to see the FedEx, guys. I mean, we've seen Lufthansa. We got the landing on the Lufthansa. So if the way, no matter how you slice it, it was good because we had a good video there and of the FedEx landing, which is not something we always get to see. Yeah, there it is. Oof. Golden hour. Beautiful.
6 on the river. Have a good night up. Hi, Grant. See you tomorrow.
There's FedEx, making his way back.
We're down, course 3183, ready to taxi. Course 3183, ground, runway 26 left, the altimeter 3021, caution jet blast behind the 757, taxi by Gulf Hotel Delta 5 if you'd like it. Hotel Delta, and we'll take Delta 5.
Yeah, thanks for the understanding, Sue, I appreciate that. That's how batteries are, right? I mean, you look at it, 35%, and then you kind of get excited. You're looking at other things, then something super exciting comes in, the FedEx, and then the thing collapses on you. It's just the way it goes sometimes, right? Just, yeah. Whatever, but I'm just so happy we got to see the FedEx, and it was a quality arrival, that FedEx. Definitely. So we've got a Q400 coming in. It's from Sandspit. It's the Air Canada 8400. It's a bit ways out right now. So yeah, the light's getting good. Hey, by the way, guys, if you haven't had a chance, maybe do hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. If you could give us a like, that would be awesome. And if you're in a generous mood, there's a little $sign in the lower right-hand corner of the chat. You can click that $sign and make a donation. Any amount would be appreciated. Small, large, medium, whatever. It helps us out and supports the channel. So, never an obligation, but always appreciated. And here's our lander. It's looking good. Yeah, the light is just way better than when we started the stream. It's just improved dramatically. totally fantastic compared to our start. Look at that. Really, really nice. And that's why they call it the golden hour. That is why they call it the golden hour, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. It's a smoke on the water evening. Blick Fang, thank you very much for the $5 donation. And Blick Fang says, best stream ever. Well, you know what? It was okay. We made the best of it, right? We had fun. I mean, the smoke and cloud didn't stop us from having fun. That's the most important thing, is I enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I think those of you that are here enjoyed hanging out with me. That's all that really matters. Is that we had fun, we saw some cool airplanes.
Hotel Lima 37. Hotel Lima 37, just 400.
And I'm going to check the approach, guys. Hang on a second. See what we've got on approach here. Yeah, so we've got a Westjet. We've got a Westjet 737 coming in. It's the Westjet 123 from Calgary. So, and behind that, we've got Air Canada RJ 900. It's the flight 8997 from Phoenix. So those are our next two arrivals, guys. So, yeah.
Clear flow Air Canada 222. We have Lima and the PDC 621 Tango planning a noise 1. 222 PDC checks departure frequency 32.3 and check the noise 1.
Yeah, still definite cloud and smoke around, no question about that. And we have our approach. We have our 37, our Westjet 37 is almost here. It's from Calgary, so we're going to bring the camera around.
Vancouver Class Jet 479840 with PDC code 621 Romeo information Lima. 347 PDC checks departure frequency 2612. 3%.
4 miles to the west of Georgia, requesting the duty doors arrival for Petrarch.
Alpha Joe, Juliet Papa, Vancouver Tower, small cadet, altimeter 3021. Current BB arrival, Charlie, direct BB approved.
Direct BB arrival for Petrarch, to get more closer to the
Nice. Look at the light now compared to the very beginning of our show. It's apples and oranges, isn't it? Total apples and oranges. Just a second, guys. I just have to tell somebody that I'm actually still streaming, so I will speak to them in a bit. So we're here live, and I think the person who can hear me on the phone will know that I'm on the stream. Yeah, I didn't know how long we'd be able to hang out here for. It was kind of just wait and see. So, here we are, right? The sun's almost down, but we're still here. And it's all good. Wendy Fife, thank you very much for the 1111 donation. Very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, and we've got the CRJ rolling out right now.
You're identified. At bunker, you can just switch to me 1187.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful.
Tower Pasco 305.
Beautiful golden hour, guys. Beautiful golden hour. Again, Wendy Fife, thank you so very much for that $11.11 donation. That was super kind of you. Very kind of you. This is what we call the golden hour. Wow. There's the golf ball. This is perhaps the best light we've had for the entire show, right? It's good the next 10 minutes.
Welcome Beach by the Richmond 7 departure, runway 26 left in the flight plan route. Departure frequency is 132.3, squawk 0050. I'll make it slow up just for company medevac and be just ahead of you for the arrival.
Hotel to Papa Roger, direct Carol Silva.
050 on the squawk. 0 Alpha Juliet, read back correct, we need taxi?
Probably within about 30 seconds, sir.
80 Alpha Juliet, your discretion, taxi via Charlie for 26 left, altimeter 3021.
Oh, for 26 and 3021 on this box.
Let's just have a look, see if there's anything coming in. I'm hoping for the Kelowna Flight Craft aircraft. I don't see them yet. There's a Saab 340 coming in on the other side, which I do see. I don't visually see it, but I see it on the flight radar. It's a Saab 340 coming in from from Comox. So let's see. We've got about another 10 or 15 minutes here before the sun goes down. So we'll just push it as best we can. So hope you're all doing well. Keith in Miami says, the light is great. Thanks, Henry. Enjoying the stream. Glad you're enjoying it, Keith. So, again, if you guys haven't clicked the like button, that would be amazing if you could do that. Sue Major says it's relaxing, this stream. Yeah, it is relaxing. It is. It's been a relaxing evening, actually, or afternoon. Howard Shillingford says, I am truly enjoying this. Thank you. I feel like a little boy again. Yeah, well, it's just, it feels good, right? It's just a feel-good thing. We're out here with, the airplanes, and I'm joining you guys in the chat as much as I can. So we're just having fun. We're having some good runway therapy. So I hear another helicopter. Oh, we've got something taxiing out, guys.
Canada 184, taxi by Juliet Hotel Delta Delta 7.
Juliet Hotel Delta 7, Canada 184.
Runway lights just came on.
And behind the queue, Hotel 135.
Somebody's cleared to land. Well, in theory, those Convair should be here in like 10 minutes, so I don't know. And the sun's still up.
Hello, 952 on,
West, listen to that terminal. First up to fuel top direct dispatch, Charlie now has your clearance in about 90 seconds.
Go to the top of the air, car charge.
Hotel to fuel minute just report call for the pad. I will do things.
Blake Fang, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. That's awesome. Yeah. So, what else can I tell you guys? Temperature is definitely dropping quickly now. I'm just going to put my sweater on. So I'm just going to set the camera down for a second. And I'm just going to, this is a good time for me to put my camera, or I put my sweater on. And I'm so glad I have it, because temperature's changing quite quickly. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Woof. Yeah. Yeah, just putting my vest back on. Okay. So Blick Fang says I made him made him a Convair fan. Yeah. Yeah, well, they're just great airplanes, and I'm just truly hoping that we may get to see one. That would be just the most awesome thing. Oh, the camera's just a little bit out of kilter there. There we go. It's better. That is better. So, where are we here? It's Turkish Airlines doing their ground handling that still. And I'm just patiently waiting here, guys, to see what we may get in the short term here. I mean, we don't have too much longer to go. Yeah. Well, hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I've enjoyed it. This is obviously the tail end of our show. It's probably the last 10 or 15 minutes, just depending on what we're able to see. Once that sun actually sets, I've got about 10 or 15 minutes until it's actually pitch black. So not a panic. It's 5:53 here local right now. Excuse me. So yeah, we're just gonna wait and see what happens. I'm glad I wore my long pants. Definitely you wouldn't want to be in shorts today. You would be cold now because temperature dropped quickly. YVR Gopher asks, when am I coming out next? I'll be out here on Thursday for my show, for the stream. 11 a.m. Don't know where we'll be. Depends on runways, of course. If it's runway 26, probably we'll be on the south side. If it's runway 08, we'll be here. So yeah, so that's when I'll be out here next, YVR Gopher. Hope to see you here soon. Beer Guy, glad you enjoyed the show. Same with you, Ronnie Middlehurst. We've got, look what's taxiing out now. We kind of know what it is. It's the Airbus.
Honolulu via the Georgia 6 departure, runway 26 left in the flight plan, departure frequency 132.3, squawk 2657. Honolulu, Georgia
A300.
Flight plan 323, departure code 2657. Mission 1864 was correct.
UPS on its own steam. Wow.
Good evening, Jet 35, T35, information Lena, PDC 621 uniform. Jet 35, PDC checks, departure frequency 32.3. Jet 3, Jet 35. T6 left. Airway 4, Terra Delta 7, line up runway 26 left.
And I'm in the fitted in 230, the balance is unchanged.
Okay, Delta 7 minus 26
So-
left, and heading 230, balance unchanged.
Still don't see the Convair's on the map. So, and it's 5:55. So we'll just have to, again, be patient and wait and see what happens, right? That's all we can do. The noise is certainly traveling here very strongly, isn't it? From this guy. Wow.
Auxiliary still with that? Just stay with me for now, make the turn, one safely able from Delta 7, clear takeoff, 26 left. I think I'm we'll stay with you.
This is our only Airbus 300 movement here in Vancouver. And of course, in the winter it's all in dark, so this might be one of the last times we get to see this. Might be. You never know. We might see it a few more times, tops. But really nice to see this.
Vancouver Tower, touching some back to out.
6 left, I think, for wind calm, clear land, only 26 left.
Clear land, 26 left.
Isn't that nice?
184, contact departure, see you. Departure now, I can't delay for you there.
That was really nice, actually. Still looking for Convairs. Nope. We've got Iceland Air, though, in from Keflavik on not short finals. It'll be due in a few minutes. And it's the beautiful schemed machine. So we'll definitely wait for that, because that's going to be here shortly. Wow. Wow, yeah, so we'll for sure wait for Iceland Air. And behind that, we've got Air Canada 787 from Toronto. Iceland Air, I'm just seeing what else is on our map here. We have, unfortunately, the Convair is coming into the south side, which is a bummer. I see it. It's being vectored to the south runway, which, yeah, it is what it is. So not going to happen, unfortunately, guys. But I am watching it. Yeah. But I think we'll end the show on the Iceland Air, just for those of you that are, yeah, Kev73 says the Converse heading to 26 left, exactly. Yeah.
We're not going to be able to make it with this aircraft pushing back here now. Roger, you'll have to wait for him. Okay.
Yeah. I'll just show you guys the sun, because now I can point the camera at it without, I won't be frying the sensor. But that's the sun right there, so.
DPS 499. Yep. Yeah, I think there's some confusion.
We've got fog rolling in.
He moved back a couple feet. We can't make it. We might have to tell him that he's able to push now.
Contact ground 127.5.
Okay, we'll be back. Okay, 282 is gate 42 with Lima, PDC 621 Victor. 282 PDC checks, departure frequency is 2612. 282 that.
Okay, we've got a Q400 landing here. Oh, hang on. Oh, guys. It rains, it pours. Guys, it's just unbelievable, right? There's a lot happening now, and we have a 787 landing right here in front of us. So I'm going to take the camera around fast.
Vancouver Tower, hello, Echo 576, 265. Echo 576, Vancouver Tower, you can speed up all the way if you want, when calm, for the land only 26 left. There's loud. Echo 576. Information, we're about 4.5 miles off the door, up to point traffic.
Guys, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable, right? We're ending the show very strong here. Very strong ending. It's just phenomenal. Phenomenal. I know, did the Convair go somewhere? We got the first Convair, obviously. So that was just a stroke of amazing good luck. Amazing good luck. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Guys, it's just such an amazing time of the evening right now. I'm just amazed. Well, we still have apparently there's still a Convair in the air. If it's correct. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to see. This dusk light is just gorgeous. I'm sorry I haven't been talking too much, but I've just been kind of absorbed with the scenery here and what's going on and these movements and the light. And I know there's not many of us watching the show right now. I think a lot of our English viewers, of course, had to knock it on its head and head to sleep. But those of us that are still here, we've been rewarded with an amazing show. We got a lot of very cool movements here as we wrap this show up. And I'm still watching this Convair, and it shows still in the air, which is strange.
That is 139, Roger. It's fairly small here, so I'm not sure if I...
yeah, so Thompson River says the radar 24 is glitchy with Convair, so that's what I'm wondering as well. I'm wondering if it's just glitchy and that there's the one and it's on the ground. Yeah, flight radar is glitchy with Convairs. That's a good way to put it.
Team 4, Canada departure airborne, Delta 7 for takeoff and 26 left. Just 347 airspeed cancel, Delta 7 line of 26 left. Speed cancel, line of 26 left, Delta 7 says,
well, guys, hang on a second. Bear with me.
Guys, it's been an amazing show. I feel great. The sun is not yet quite set. It's just about to dip below the horizon, and it's been a really, really fun time. I've enjoyed it immensely. We were really lucky with our final movements of the show. We got the 787, we got the Convair, we got Iceland Air, just in the nick of time at the last minute. I didn't get the approach, but we were on the Convair, so we had 2 10 out of 10 aircraft. So it's just, it's wonderful. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Tomorrow, Wednesday, is Airliners Live Manchester show. You want to check that out. It's going to be fun. and you want to join me with my show on Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's in 2 days. So we got a lot of fun stuff happening. I want to thank all of you that made donations. Thank you so much. If you asked a question and I wasn't able to answer it in the chat, leave the question as a comment to the video. Q400. Yeah, leave it as a question in the comments to the video, and I'll be able to see the comments to the video and I'll answer your question that way. So thank you so much, guys. I feel great. It's a nice evening. I'm now going to pack the gear up and I'll see everybody. Thanks again for everything. We'll see you in a few days. All the best, guys. Have a good night, good day, good morning. Happy spotting. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon.